Hello, today is Tuesday, July 14th, 2026. Here is your daily signal. According to Bloomberg, Bangladesh is poised to reshape its national energy security as it commissions its first nuclear power plant in Rupur, expected to supply up to 15% of the country's electricity. Bangladesh has historically relied heavily on imported fossil fuels for power generation, and the government now aims to diversify the energy mix to strengthen energy security and modernize infrastructure, with the nuclear plant also targeting reductions in greenhouse gas emissions. The Bangladesh Atomic Energy Commission is leading the project, with Russia's Rosatom providing the technology and financing, while the International Atomic Energy Agency is advising on safety standards. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has been a key supporter. Bloomberg reports the Rupur facility will boost energy independence and relieve Bangladesh's dependence on imports. This added capacity to the national grid could help ease electricity shortages, cut energy import costs, and improve Bangladesh's geopolitical standing in South Asia. However, concerns over nuclear safety and regulatory oversight remain, and local industries are projected to benefit from more stable power supplies, likely accelerating economic growth. Next, turning to energy prices. Fortune reports that although global oil demand is falling and crude prices are down, gasoline, diesel, and other refined products remain costly, mainly due to regional demand and persistent supply imbalances. In 2026, global oil demand saw a decline, but notably, U.S. gasoline consumption increased in the second quarter, bucking the worldwide trend, with refined products failing to mirror crude price drops. Major oil companies including ExxonMobil, Chevron, and Shell maintain significant influence over refinery output and pricing, while OPEC and government institutions like the U.S. Federal Reserve are closely watching inflationary impacts. Despite crude oil's price decline, Fortune notes that refined fuels are still expensive due to these market imbalances, and U.S. consumers face heightened transportation and operational costs. If refinery bottlenecks persist, prices for gasoline and diesel could remain volatile, potentially prompting policy interventions or strategic releases from reserves, and high refined fuel costs could extend inflationary pressures for both consumers and industries, especially in the U.S. through 2027. Next, we turn to the biotech sector. TechCrunch highlights how Yosemite, a venture firm led by Reed Jobs, is driving post-pandemic biotech investment by focusing on cancer cures and innovative therapeutics, with a team that now numbers 17 people. Biotech investment post-pandemic increasingly targets breakthrough drugs and scalable platforms. Following the sector's recovery from severe market contractions in 2023, innovation is now shaped by clinical stage development and industry consolidation since early 2024. Yosemite, founded during that turbulent period, is now prioritizing portfolio resilience and growth amid intensified competition, especially as many blockbuster drugs lose patent protection. TechCrunch reports Yosemite is centered on developing cancer cures and adjusting biotech innovation priorities to address current challenges. Venture-backed firms like Yosemite could accelerate approval for new oncology drugs and spur research collaborations, while industry consolidation may result in fewer but stronger biotech firms with robust pipelines. Successful strategies could attract more capital to those actively innovating in the post-pandemic biotech space. Now, onto the markets. International equities were mixed, with Germany up 0.8% led by EWD finishing at 50.08, while France saw a 0.8% gain and EWQ closed at 45.18. The United Kingdom moved little, and Italy also posted modest gains, with EWI at 60.76, while Spain led with a notable rise in EWP ending at 59.45 and Netherlands lagged as EWN dropped to 67.74. Commodities rallied broadly. Gold rose 1.5% with GLD at 372.63, and silver surged 1.8% to 53.11 on SLV, while U.S. oil saw a 1.5% jump with USO at 119.5. Platinum advanced nearly 2% on PPLT to 14.81, and agriculture slipped. The S&P 500 edged higher by 0.4% to 751.82, with SPY seeing steady gains, whereas healthcare dropped almost 2% and Roman 45 closed at 158.31. Finance was up slightly, XLF moved 0.3% higher, while real estate turned lower and XLRE slid to 44.44. Semiconductor stocks rebounded sharply as stocks surged nearly 3% to 570.58, with key movers including Nvidia and AMD. Among individual stocks, AMD outperformed with a 3.9% increase to 555.2, while Microsoft slipped 0.9% to close at 387.54 and Adobe dropped over 2.9%. Nvidia gained 3.6%, Oracle declined 1.4%, and notable losers included IBM, which plunged nearly 25% to 218.54. That's it for today. You can find more news and details on our website. Goodbye.